You take it. All right, so welcome today to our Reader's Workshop, The Essential Components by yours truly, Adolfo Sanchez. And hi, like I had mentioned before already, my name is Adolfo Sanchez. And this is my 16th year in education as an elementary school teacher. A little background for you guys of where I come from. So I graduated from A&M Corpus Christi, the most beautiful campus you'll ever see. Because yes, we are the only, we're the islanders, and we pride ourselves in being the only campus on an island. And people say, well, Hawaii is an island, and they have a university. Well, no, that is a state. The university sits on an island by itself completely, so real proud of that. Then I moved over here to the great city of Houston back in 2003 with my family. I've been living here ever since. During those years, I taught 4th and 5th mainly. So I've been an experienced 4th teacher, experienced 5th grade teacher. Another thing real quick I want to talk about is my awesome team that I had the privilege of working with this year. We had some new teachers to the profession, and we had some new teachers to the team, to the grade level. And we had an amazing team. Yes, this is me, by the way, just in case you can't connect us. We had an amazing ELA team and a math team. Together, we came together and we worked hard to navigate through the complex units of study. And it's a Reader's Workshop model that our district has implemented and is asking us to use. The year before that was our first year, last year was our second year, so we're going into our third. But we still have some questions as teachers and professionals, because it's a big component that it requires a lot of thorough study. So I decided to make my professional development on that, and that is the reason why. So here we go. First of all, everything we do, I'd like to talk a little bit about the district vision that we have implemented as well. Everything we do is centered around the Klein ISD vision. And we have this, that every student that enters our classroom enters with a promise and exits with a purpose. And that is connected by the Innovation Golden Navigation Ring that constructs and builds these the strands that holds us together. Okay. Now to establish some norms. The norms that we will follow by today are make sure that ensure that students are always at the center of our work, and that planning and coordinating is taking place. Make sure that we start on time and end on time. The end on time will be a little bit of a challenge, but we're starting on time while always respecting everyone's time. Okay, so that's one of our real norm that I follow by as a professional always, and because that's also a norm that I want, that I expect from other professionals when I go to my trainings as well. So I will be very conscious of that. Participation, of course, is another one. You want to make sure that all the students participate. When I go to a training myself, I make myself aware of that as well. So be present, be prepared, and fully engage in the learning and conversation that's happening. Everyone shares. Make sure that everybody has time to collaborate and participate in conversations that is positive, respectful, and solution-oriented. In all interactions, we must remain transparent and maintain where's my water? Confidentiality. Yeah, now my mouth's a little dry. It is. Well, we're going to skip over that word. It's still not coming out. So engage in growth mindset, and always think of the we, not me. And that's the one thing we hear a lot about, and we try to implement. Not only here, but also with our students in our classrooms and throughout the school. It's we. These are our students, not my students. And then also avoid all distractions that relate to the meeting and hold each other accountable. Okay. Next we will talk about the objectives. In our learning objectives, today, we're going to be able to have a deeper understanding of the essential components in the Reader's Workshop model. And hopefully I want you to leave with this session today feeling more comfortable and confident and truly understanding of the model and how to improve it. Like I said, we're in our third year and it's still, I could say that too, I can feel a little bit not in every aspect of the component. It's a challenge, it's a big, big chunk of our structure, but we must continue to improve on it. Another objective is learning how to effectively implement high-quality reading strategies in the classroom. So right now, just real quick, do our first turn and talk. Turn and talk to an elbow partner about how comfortable you currently feel about the Reader's Workshop model. And let's just take a couple of minutes, just real quick, to share.
I really struggle with that. I don't really understand what I'm doing.
Okay, and what are you having trouble with? What are you struggling
The
with?
time. I think my mini lesson is too long. I feel like I do it for, like, I lay on time. I just don't get to everything. And my conferencing has been horrible. What about you?
I feel like as long as I stick to the plan that I put in place as far as my mini lesson goes, I find that as long as I can get it done within the 5 to 10 minutes that I schedule for it, everything else flows pretty smoothly after that. And then when conferencing with the students, I found a great resource for some guiding questions to use that have been really helpful, and I can share those with you.
That would be fantastic.
Okay, that sounds good. What else are you struggling with? Anything else?
Keeping the kids quiet has been a big one for me.
Okay.
But I don't think that has anything to do with the model. I think that has more to do with me.
Okay. And what are some things that you have in place in your classroom that you're using right now to help engage the other students?
Well, I think when we're doing the independent work activities, I don't think I'm choosing, or the children aren't choosing the right books, maybe.
Okay.
They're not very interested. They're not reading. They're goofing off.
Oh, okay. Well, one of the things that I practice with at the beginning of the year is how to choose a just right book. And that has helped tremendously with the students on helping them own their own learning and understanding what books fit them the best. And that
sounds awesome.
And yes, and it takes a lot of practice, especially being in third grade. That's something new to them. So that's what we're working on right now.
Oh, I heard wonderful, wonderful conversations. Thank you so much for sharing, really implementing and sharing what you feel as a weakness. Thank you so much. So we're going to take a little pause because we need to make sure that our video fits into our loading. Okay, now let's take a minute to review our norms. Teresa, can you please read out loud for our participants the norms?
Overall, ensure that students are always at the center of our work. Do you want me to keep going?
Yes, well that was planning and coordination, please.
Planning and coordination. We're going to start on time. We're going to end on time while always respecting everyone's time.
All right, Tiffany, can you continue with the participation part?
Okay. Be present, prepared, and fully engaged in the learning and conversation.
Okay. Can you continue, please read 2 more?
Everyone shares in collaboration and participates in conversation that is positive, respectful, and solution-oriented.
Okay, for right now, up to that point, I want you to turn and talk to your partner, just real quick. So far, I don't want to chunk it so much, but I want to chunk it in smaller portions. Talk to your partner and say, which one are you going to focus so far that you can commit? If there's not one that you can commit to, that's okay, because maybe there's something else that you can. So for right now, turn to your partner and share.
We're going to students being at the center of our work, I think it's really important that everything that we're doing here has to do with our students and what we're going to be doing for our students and what's best for our students.
I agree, and I also like the idea of remaining transparent and confident and maintaining confidentiality. Just being vulnerable in the things that we're struggling with so that we can get to the root cause of the problem so that we can maintain that focus on our students.
Okay. Did you find one that you can focus already? Oh, okay. Yes, Teresa?
We said, or I said, that the most important one for me is that students are always at the center of our work because that's the reason that we're here today, giving up our summer, to make sure that what we're doing is going to benefit kids when we come back in the fall.
Nice. Okay, I like that one. Very good.
And I suggested remaining transparent in the things that we struggle with so that we can get to the root cause of the problems and finding those solutions to how we can best and most effectively help our students.
Nice. All right, well, I'll cover the next three, and still, maybe I can come back to you guys, or if you feel like, hey, I also want to focus on that one, you can just jump right in. The last three are, in all interactions, remain transparent and maintain confidentiality, which you mentioned, but engage in growth mindset and always think we, not me, and avoid all distractions not related to the meeting and hold each other accountable. I know that right now we're sitting in a setting of a lot of noise because of our custodial department, cleaning, so I know that it's kind of, we're like students, we're not any different. Any little sound, anything will distract. Squirrel, you look over. Like right now I have. Also but I want to make a little disclaimer. I have my phone that I'm checking my time. Not texting, not doing anything. Just real quick, so I can keep track as a presenter of how I'm doing with my time. And like I said, also I'm being mindful of your time and as well as mine. Yes.
I just wanted to say I have a sick kid, so my phone's on the table. Is that going to be okay?
That would be perfectly okay. Thank you for letting me know that you're going to be looking at that so that I won't be thinking, hey, please stay engaged. And because we're agreeing to this together, all of us are agreeing to this, and that we're respecting each other's time, and we're going to be engaged. So I understand that if you have a sick child, of course, I think we all do. There's nothing wrong with you checking your phone real quick. Okay?